Hey guys, happy Question Thursday. We're going to talk about something that's career related today. We had two women ask similar questions about changing careers and kind of what that looks like and sort of where to start. So I'm going to talk about some things that I think you should do. And if you guys have any additional questions, you can always leave them below and we can talk about this more. But I wanted to just kind of get this conversation started. So here are some things that I want you to think about when you are considering switching careers. First of all, is it really your career that's the issue? Maybe it's the job. Those are different. So your career is kind of the thing that you do, and your job is how you do it. So I'm in student affairs, and right now I have a job as a graduate assistant in our Writing and Learning Commons. So take a look at the job that you have and make sure that it's not the job that's the issue, it's really the career. And that means looking at things like, why am I having issues at this job? Is it my supervisor? Is it my coworkers? Is it the work that I'm doing? And really take some time to reflect and kind of understand, is it just this place that I'm at right now, or is it the career that I'm in general? Do that reflection, and then sit down and take some time to figure out what it is that would make you happier. So is it a different kind of environment at work? Is it a different kind of job entirely? Is it that you're a teacher and you suddenly want to be in business, or you're in business and you are on the corporate side and you suddenly want to be in nonprofit, or you're in politics and you want to move to teaching? Like, figure out what it is that you're really looking for and what would make you happier. And then make a list of things that would make you happy in a job specifically. So what exact kind of environment would you like? What kind of supervisor do you need? What kind of coworkers? Do you want a job that's really flexible? Do you want a job that has very strict, like you have to be here 8 to 5 or 9 to 5? And really kind of think about those things, because that will help you finalize what kind of career you're looking for. So once you know those things, really start looking. And that means looking at jobs in the career that you think you want. So if you're moving from teaching to business, start looking at jobs in business. If you're moving from corporate to nonprofit, start looking for jobs in nonprofit. If you have decided that you want to work for yourself, start looking at other people who do that, and look at what that looks like. Figure out what that would mean financially. Figure out what that would mean for your 401k if you've got one, your insurance, all of the things that kind of come with that full-time job. What would changing your career mean for those things? Take a look at all of that, and then do some informational interviews. So if you're interested in switching from teaching to business, do some informational interviews with business owners or members of the corporate America, or people who run nonprofits. If you're interested in starting your own business, talk to people who started their own business. Talk to people online that you know that maybe work for themselves. People who have full-time jobs are really interested in giving informational interviews. They love talking about their jobs. They love talking about what they do. If you call someone and ask them for an informational interview, there's a pretty good chance they'll say, yeah, absolutely, come on in. They'll give you a tour of their office. They'll kind of let you know what it is that they do. And it'll really help you figure out if that's what you want to do, or if that's not the right place for you. And then start making a list of the steps that you'll need to take to get there. So do you need to get an additional degree? Do you just need to start looking for jobs in that arena? If you're in a job where you have to sign a contract for another year, is that something that you are willing to do and be looking at the same time? Or are you going to quit your current job and look and risk not having a job? So start looking at those things and figuring out what steps you need to take. And then honestly, do it. When you're ready, jump. It can be really hard to do that, and it can be really scary. But I think if you've really thought it through and you know, I want to make this career shift, you're going to be ready to do it. So don't be afraid to jump. And I think that you'll be great at whatever you do. So those are kind of the things that I want you to think about when you're making a career change. If you have any additional questions, be sure to leave them below. If you have any questions about other career-related things or college or anything else, make sure you leave those below too. And I will see you next week.